My first question, and I think it's the most critical question when I hear about budgets and the wonderful jobs that the organization has been doing in ensuring that Nigerians, especially the young people, get informed and also get engaged as regards the structures of the budget in Nigeria and the frameworks and the apparatus that you've designed around, the Nigerian has designed around the budget in Nigeria. But my question has always been, how do you evaluate the impact of the dissemination of information? Because one of the things we want to do is also to try as much as possible to disseminate information to young Nigerians out there. But how do we evaluate, how have you been able to design or develop a metrics to evaluating the jobs that you've been doing?
First of all, like you said, mainly you define those parameters, yeah? And in defining those parameters, you first have to have that impact that you want to make in the society. So at budget, we want a situation where public finance we want a transparent process in public finance issues in Nigeria. We want people to have access to public finance documents, because it's public documents. And in defining that, we've tried to put a lot of feedback system in place where we can get feedback from people in the community and people in government as well to know how the initiatives or the activities that we carry out at budget impact on their jobs or on their day-to-day living. So we've put some metrics in place and they're cut across the different platforms that we use to disseminate this information to make people aware of budget issues. We've not made that impact yet, that's why we're still existing, right? But what we want to do is we want a situation where everybody is active. We want to engage citizens, we want them active in budgetary issues, in public finance issues. And so whenever there's a budget passed, we want to get that document and present it to people, to citizens in a way that they can understand and relate to it. Now, that's just on public finance as well. And we know that there are civil society organizations, faith-based organizations that we work with to build their capacity on budget issues and public finance issues as well. So it's just, we try to engage citizens, youths, and citizens at large on budget issues. And that's the impact. The impact we hope to make is that people begin to enjoy public infrastructure, people begin to live well because there's a public service sector delivery is improved.
But with all this that you've mentioned, have you started or you're planning to start?
Oh, what it has been, we've been up since 2011. I think we just turned 3 recently, and we've done a lot in that area, but there's still a lot more there's still a lot of work to be done, and we're still hoping that in years to come we always joke that we want to get to a point where we don't need to exist anymore, because public sector service delivery will be people won't be complaining about those things anymore. So that's what we.
Okay. BudgIT has been existing since 2011, and it's a social enterprise. It's not a for-profit making organization. How have you been able to sustain the organization over the years, paying the staffs for the facility, the infrastructure, and some other things you've been using?
Most of our funds come from foreign donor agencies, and they obviously fund areas that they feel can help impact on their own impact as well. And we only deal with agencies that are in line with our own impacts as well. So we don't just work with any agency because they're donor agencies, and we don't just do any project. We do projects that are around accountability in governance and public finance issues as well.
So you fundamentally provide capacities to organizations and individuals, and I hope that our organizations will be able to learn from budgets.
We have an impact statement that we want to achieve, but we can't do that anymore. It's above our accountability ceiling. So the only way we can get to that impact is by working with organizations, new and old. The fact that TAI is just starting doesn't mean we can't work with TAI. So we want to work with as many organizations as possible to make sure that we get to that impact that we want.
Thank you so much. Thank you.